different from Qurban. Aqiqah is different from Qurban. Qurban, we have a specific timing that we do in the days and in Dhul Hijjah, on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, and the 13th of Dhul Hijjah, the days of Tashriq. It is a sunnah that we perform Qurban. Pertaining to the Qurban, it is different from Aqiqah. Aqiqah is basically we are slaughtering an animal after getting a child. It is a sunnah for us to slaughter that animal, to cook it, and to give to the poor. Pertaining to the Qurban, it is a sunnah to slaughter animal, a sheep, and to give the meat, not to cook and to give the meat. This is the difference between Aqiqah and Qurban. So the most appropriate timing to do Aqiqah is on the 7th day. And then he asked, best age to do circumcision for a baby. The best age to do circumcision to a baby boy is basically when that infant has reached a stage where it is appropriate for us, where it is permissible for us to do circumcision on his part. Meaning it all goes back to the doctor. If the doctor feels that it is it is suitable to do circumcision at an early age, then it is highly recommended that we start early pertaining to circumcision. It is recommended that we start early, not at a later age. The sunnah in circumcision is we start at an early age, and it all goes back to the suitability of performing that circumcision, so that no mudarah can cause to the infant. Is it appropriate to name a Muslim baby boy Qaisar? And it is second part of the question. The person is asking, is it appropriate to name a baby boy Qaisar? The meaning of Qaisar is the king of Rome, a title of one of the kings of Rome. Is it appropriate that we give the name of a baby boy Qaisar? Certainly it is not appropriate. It is not appropriate. What is appropriate in Islam? That we give a good name that carries a good meaning. Names of the sons of the Prophet ﷺ, names of the Sahaba, names of the Anbiya and Mursaleen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran the prophets and messengers. Names of the pious people, names of the ulama, names of the awliya. Suddenly we have the name Qaisar. This is a name, given to the title of those Roman kings in the past, the pagan kings. So certainly it is not appropriate that we name our children with such names. It is a sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ that whenever we have a child, it is a sunnah to give him a good name. To give him a good name. A name with meaning, and a name where there are virtues. And a name which we call him, inshallah, it will be the reason that we attain bounties from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we make an intention to name a person Muhammad, for example, and we intend so that he may have the attributes and characteristics of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by making that intention, Allah will give barakah. Allah will give barakah. Our intention to put a name so that Fulan bin Fulan, and this particular person will have the characteristics of a particular scholar, or the characteristics of a particular sahabi, or the characteristics of particular tabi'in, then we will receive blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you go to put a name which has no meaning, just for the sake of fancy names, like nowadays some people, they are busily themselves with all these things, we say we do not get any benefit, no rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there is no barakah. There is no barakah in putting names which has no meanings. And this is something that we must be careful about, because nowadays you will find a lot of people have very unique names that sometimes we ponder whether this is a Muslim name or this is not a Muslim name. So this kind of situation should not be taking place. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and give the tawfiq, inshallah. So it is not appropriate to name a Muslim baby by the name of Qaisar. The next question a person asks, is it permissible for us to take wudu at two locations? For example, washing the mouth, face, arms, head, ears at the basin, but when washing the leg at another location. Is it permissible or not permissible? Yes, it is permissible. We wash some parts of the body parts in one location and the other body parts in another location. So this particular question is asking, I wash my face, my hands, I wipe my head at the basin, and then when it comes to the leg, I go to the tap and wash my ankles. Yani it is permissible. There is no harm in doing this. But the sunnah, there must be muwala, continuity. After we wash our face, straight away we wash our hands. After we wash our hands, straight away we wipe our head. After we wipe our head, straight away we wash our feet. This is a sunnah. In the terms in fiqh, we say this is mu'ala. Even though we do at different places. But what is a sunnah here is, there must be mu'ala. Sunnah. But if we were to wash our face, and then after 5 minutes, we wash our hands. And then after 5 minutes, we wipe our head. And then after 10 minutes, we wash our ankles. Is the wudu valid? Wudu is still valid, but makruh. The wudu is still valid. As long as we wash any of the body parts which is compulsory upon us to wash. But if we were to delay the washing any of these body parts, and there is intervals in between, which is long, 5 minutes and it's a long time, then it is makruh. But the wudu is still valid. Now, so there is a difference between validity of wudu and validity with receiving any great rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by performing the sunnah. What we should do today is when we take wudu, we should give importance to the sunnah. Not only we're talking about the wajibat, washing of the face, washing of the hands, wiping any of the head, washing any of the feet, but it's very, very important and very, very crucial that when we take wudu, we have to follow the sunnah. And altogether in wudu, we have about 150 sunnah. How many? 150 sunnah in wudu. Recently, a scholar from Yemen came by the name of Habib Ahmad Al-Kaf. He gave a lecture about 100, the title of the lecture, and he said there are 150 sunnah. 150 sunnah. So he taught 150 sunnah in wudu, and after that he demonstrated physically 150 sunnahs in wudu. It is something which is amazing, subhanallah. Imagine just talking about the sunnah, we have about 150 in wudu. Imagine if you know all the sunnah and you take wudu, and each time you take wudu you perform 150 sunnah, your wudu is different from others. Al-Imam Shafi'i, he mentioned, he said, Man sahhat bidayatuhu sahhat nihayatuhu. One of the students of Al-Imam Shafi'i, he saw that Imam Shafi'i, when he takes wudu in a long, taking a long time. Because Al-Imam Shafi'i, it is reported that when he takes wudu properly, to follow each and every sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, to such an extent, whenever he takes wudu, he takes a long time to finish wudu only. So some of the students saw Imam Shafi'i in this state. So one day they asked their Imam, Ya Imam, what is the reason that you take wudu such a long time? He mentioned, Man sahhat bidayatuhu sahhat nihayatuhu. Yani those whose beginning is valid, the ending will also be valid. Our scholars, they mentioned, when wudu is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah prayers also will be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When our wudu is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our prayers also will be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the meaning, Man sahhat bidayatuhu, those whose beginning is correct, the ending will also be correct. Before we perform our prayers, wudu, before prayers is wudu. And wudu has an effect to our prayers. Taking wudu has an effect to khushu in prayers. This is what our ulama mentioned. So that is why whenever we take wudu, we have to give importance to the sunnah, because it has an effect to our prayers. When we perform our prayers, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy upon us to have khushu in prayers. By the barakah of the wudu that we take. And one of the most important things in wudu, which I always emphasize in our classes, is the siwak. This siwak. Our Prophet ﷺ mentioned, Lawla an ashukka ala ummati la amartuhum bisiwaki ma'a kulli wudu. Our Prophet mentioned, if I do not have the fear that I might burden my ummah, I will make using of the siwak compulsory in every wudu. Ya salam. When you hear this particular hadith, certainly it strikes our minds to show the importance of using the siwak. And our Prophet ﷺ mentioned, those who use siwak in wudu, their siwak 70 times better than siwak without wudu. Those who uses any siwak in prayers, their prayers is 70 times any better than not using any the siwak. This is something which is very precious. So I would like to advise myself and to all the Jama'ah, inshallah from today onwards, we make the intention inshallah to buy siwak and to use siwak in every wudu and in every prayers. To such an extent, recently I went to Kuala Lumpur and met Habib Hussein Al-Haddad. And he opened up a school there. So he was giving a lecture to his students. He talked about the virtues of the siwak, and then he mentioned something. He said siwak is the most easiest for a person to forget, because shaitan does not like you to use siwak. Whenever you use siwak, shaitan will run away from you. This is the curse of shaitan. All prophets use siwak. To such an extent, and he mentioned that it is appropriate for a Muslim to have a few siwak, not only one siwak. Put siwak in your pocket, put siwak in your house, put siwak in your workplace, and so on and so forth. When you forget any of your siwak at your house, you have your siwak in your pocket. When you forget your siwak in your pocket, you have siwak at your desk, and so on and so forth. And to show the importance importance of using the siwak, and the fact that it is easy for us to forget from not using siwak, because this is the curse of shaitan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and with the tawfiq.